first polish I'm going to show you guys today is called Emerald Fitzgerald, and this was from, oh god, what is that collection called? It was fall 2010, and it had a lot of these jewel-toned, shimmery-based colors. This was a teal-based color. It's, I guess, a little bit more of like a dark turquoise than a teal, meaning that I feel like it has a little bit more green in it. Like, it's not quite just a teal. And I totally remember this collection and being really in love with it because I was just kind of just starting to collect nail polish, and it was like the first collection of dark jewel tones that I ever purchased. So yeah, this is Emerald Fitzgerald. The first coat's not too bad to work with. It's actually fairly opaque, and it builds up to fully opaque in 2 coats. So I'll let this one dry and then I'll show you the second coat. I'm going to go in now with the second coat of Emerald Fitzgerald, and this again gets fully opaque in 2 coats, and it's not like a polish that pulls on itself or goes streaky or anything, even though it has that sort of shimmery, almost foily base to it, like almost metallic base to it. So yeah, that is 2 coats of Emerald Fitzgerald. So this is what Emerald Fitzgerald looks like up close. I think I am going to destash this one because I just don't use it very much anymore. It's so pretty though, so I know it's going to make someone really, really happy to have it. But yeah, this is going to get destashed. This next polish is called Watermelon Rind, and this is actually a fairly recent purchase. This is not necessarily like a watermelon color. I would say, again, it's sort of like a deep turquoise color with a shimmery shimmer in it. And there's the piece of lint right there. And this one I actually purchased not because of Scrangy, because I saw it recently, and recently meaning in the last like 2 to 3 years, on several people. And I thought it was like super, super pretty. So it was one of those colors where I was like, I don't know why I don't have that yet. So I totally purchased it and then like haven't worn it more than once since. It is really pretty though. It's pretty sheer on the first coat, but it does build up pretty easily. So that is the first coat of Watermelon Rind. I'm going to go in now with the third coat of Watermelon Rind, and this does get opaque in 3 coats. The color gets a little bit deeper. It gets a little bit more shimmery. This one actually, instead of like a watermelon color, reminds me a lot of like Ariel's tail. It's one of those sort of turquoisey colors, so not at all like a watermelon. And then the base of this is, it's pretty sheer. It's got almost like a jelly texture to it, and the shimmer in it, when it gets to be 3 coats, gets really like oceany. Like it does get that sort of twinkly ocean top sort of look to it. So yeah, that is 3 coats of Watermelon Rind. So this polish I am going to destash. As pretty as it is, I don't wear it enough, and I have other turquoise type shimmers that I just use more than this, so this one is going to get destashed. The next color I have to show you guys is called Custom Kicks, and this is a really bright turquoise with a gold shimmer running through it. This is one of those colors that first came out and I didn't purchase it, and then I kept feeling like I need to buy it and I never did, and then people kept telling me like, you have to purchase it, it's so amazing, and like look at it, it's opaque in 1 coat, it's like a beautiful color, and it's totally up my alley. So like 2 years too late I had purchased it, and I'm still totally in love with it. So to the like 30 people that told me that I needed to purchase this because I hadn't already, thank you, and it's amazing, and I love it, and here I am swatching my entire stash and recalling that total like fail on my part for not purchasing it on time, and it's amazing. So that's the 1 coat of Custom Kicks. So this is what Custom Kicks looks like up close. I feel like the shimmer should come out more than it does. It doesn't really come out very much, but it does leave a really beautiful turquoise color underneath. So yeah, that is Custom Kicks. I think I am going to keep it for now. I'm going to see how much I wear it for the rest of the year and see whether or not I keep it from there. The next polish I have to show you guys is called Exotic Encounters. This came from the same collection as I Heard That and those micro glitters and I Pray Tell, and this was like a safari themed collection. I didn't get that whole collection. This is one of the ones that outside of the micro glitters that I kind of automatically picked up. I used to tend to pick up like the teal or turquoise sort of shade or kind of green shade from every collection because for whatever reason, those are, well, for obvious reasons, those are the ones that I gravitated towards. The formula for this is actually pretty good. It's not too thin in the first coat, and it applies pretty well. It actually dries really shiny as well. So that is the first coat of Exotic Encounters. I'm going to go in now with the second coat of Exotic Encounters, and this does get opaque in 2 coats. Again, it also dries really shiny. This particular color is a, like a really, really dusty, cool toned green. It's not quite an army green or an olive green, but it's got that sort of dusty, neutralized tone to it. I feel like that entire collection was sort of those dusty colors. Not a lot of brights. It was a fall collection, but it had a lot of those like ugly chic sort of colors. So yeah, that is 2 coats of Exotic Encounters. So this polish, I like had it in my mind that I was going to destash it to begin with, and then I swatched it and it was like pretty, and I got to this point and I was like, maybe I should keep it, but I think I am going to destash it. I don't wear it enough to justify keeping it. Whenever I pull for some sort of cool toned green or turquoise, I don't look for this one first, so this one is going to get destashed. The next polish I'm going to show you is called Flyin High. This was from the Up in the Air collection. Maybe it was called Flying High collection. Anyway, it's that pastel collection, and this is like one of the darker ones. This is almost like a cyan color, but it's definitely a warm blue cream. This has actually got a pretty nice formula. It goes on really smooth. It also dries really shiny. I don't have very much to say about it, but yeah, this is an older polish and a really nice like springtime blue polish. So that's the first coat of Flyin High. I'm going to go in now with the second coat of Flyin High, and this is fully opaque in 2 coats and gets a little bit brighter. I would say it gets a little bit warmer, like more saturated and warmer as well. So yeah, it's really easy to work with. It doesn't drag on itself or anything. So this is what Flyin High looks like. I think I am going to destash it just because I don't wear it very often. It is a really standard color to have. Like, it's a good solid light blue to have in a collection. I just don't use it very much. So yeah, this is going to get destashed. The next color I have to show you is the classic For Audrey from China Glaze. This is one of my first China Glaze purchases as well. This is one that I had heard a ton about pretty much everywhere, but I saw it on Scrangy and I had it on the list of things that I needed to buy. And then, plot twist, Temptalia called it like one of her favorite polishes like ever or something. Back when she was like still doing a lot of nail polish reviews and swatches, and I just like, I don't know, Temptalia is the nail polish equivalent of Scrangy, right? It's like the first makeup blog that I feel like everyone was into, and everyone finds first, and pretty much anything for a while that she said that she loved, I automatically needed to have it. So For Audrey was a really easy like purchase for me to justify getting. So yeah, this is the first coat. It's a perfect Tiffany blue color. It is not the greatest in the first coat, but it does even itself out in 2 coats. I'm going to go in now with the second coat of For Audrey, and it gets fully opaque in 2 coats and is just the prettiest and most perfect Tiffany blue. So yeah, that is what it looks like. Really easy to apply, and just a beautiful color. So that is 2 coats of For Audrey. So this one I am going to keep. This is actually kind of like a palette cleanser polish for me. This is one that I can always go back to and know I'll have a good manicure and a nice color and something that's kind of refreshing and dependable whenever I need it, from like if I have like a glitter heavy week or like a hollow week or something and I want something in between that's like soothing. So yeah, this one I am going to keep, and this is For Audrey, and it's perfect, and you guys should get it if you don't already have it. This next polish is called Deviantly Daring. This was another one of those multi-chrome polishes that came in like the, I think again it was called the Bohemian collection. This is primarily the like turquoise to blue shift one. On the nail, it definitely is the most opaque of that collection. Like, it's opaque in 1 coat, which is kind of unheard of with multi-chromes. I feel like they're generally not that opaque. This one is a little bit more foily than the other ones. And this one has a much more subtle shift because the colors are pretty close together in the shift itself. So yeah, that is the 1 coat of Deviantly Daring. This was my favorite of that collection, by the way. So yeah, that is what it looks like on the nail. So this is what Deviantly Daring looks like up close. I am going to keep this one for now, just to see if I use it in the summer especially. And if I don't, then it is going to get destashed. The next polish is called Rodeo Fanatic. Not entirely sure where this polish is from. Not entirely sure how many times I've worn it, more than maybe once to swatch it. But it is a dark blue with like a really 90s color shift to it. It's first of all like a super 90s blue color. I had a polish just like this when I was growing up in like 4th grade from L'Oreal, and it was just like this, and it had that same sort of color shift to it. It was not from China Glaze for sure, but yeah, this is a really pretty color. It's opaque in 2 coats. It's a pretty dark blue to begin with. It's got a really nice, easy to work with formula. It's actually a lot more opaque than I thought it would be. So yeah, that is the first coat of Rodeo Fanatic. I'm going to go in now with the second coat of Rodeo Fanatic, and this, again, it gets fully opaque in 2 coats. The blue gets a little bit darker. The color shift is a little bit more prominent because it is darker. It goes to like a little purpley bit in there. If that made no sense. It gets a little bit purpley in there when you build up. So yeah, that is 2 coats of Rodeo Fanatic. So this is what Rodeo Fanatic looks like up close. I am going to destash this one. I don't wear it very much, as I said before. It's a really nostalgic color, so it's kind of one of those colors that I'm like, should I keep it because it's like my childhood, or I just need to destash it because I don't wear it. So yeah, it's a really nice color if you guys are looking for a color like this. It's got a pretty good formula. So yeah, that is Rodeo Fanatic. This next color is called Secret Periwinkle, and this color I first saw on Say Anything Brooke. This was a color that she, like, I think she just like randomly talked about it in a video, or she had it on her nails in a video or something, and it was the first time I had ever seen a periwinkle in nail polish form, and I knew I had to have it, and it's still one of my favorite colors. It's another sort of palette cleanser for me when I want something like dependable to wear in between more flashy manicures. It's a beautiful periwinkle, like perfect periwinkle color. It's in a cream formula. It's a little bit sheer on the first coat, but it does build up really nicely. So that's the first coat of Secret Periwinkle. I'm going to go in now with the second coat of Secret Periwinkle, and this gets fully opaque in 2 coats and is really easy to work with. It goes on really smooth, and it doesn't like pull on itself or anything. So yeah, that is the second coat of Secret Periwinkle. So this is what Secret Periwinkle looks like up close. Really, really pretty. This is one that I am going to keep because I do really like wearing it and I wear it all the time. So yeah, that is Secret Periwinkle. The last color I have to show you guys today is called Skyscraper, and this was from a recent collection. It was a fall collection, and this is like the only polish from that collection that I think I ended up purchasing. And this is a blue jelly base with a really light purple glitter running through it. This is like a stunning nail polish, and I feel like not a lot of people talked about it after it was released. Like when it was released, everyone was like really crazy about it, and then they moved on really quick, and I just still think it's like one of the prettiest colors from China Glaze. It's pretty sheer in the first coat, but it does build up really beautifully like Mistletoe Kisses was. This is kind of like the bluish purple version of Mistletoe Kisses. So that's the first coat. I'm going to go in now with the second coat of Skyscraper, and this gets fully opaque in 2 coats, and it's just the most twinkly, jelly, beautiful glitter polish. It's so pretty, and it's like, this is like one of those polishes that I wear after I wear something like for Audrey, where I want something twinkly and fun, and just like not a cream. So yeah, this one I really, really love. It's one of the more recent polishes from like any brand that I like really love. So yeah, that is 2 coats of Skyscraper. So this is what Skyscraper looks like up close. This one I'm definitely keeping. It's one of my favorites, and it's so pretty, and yeah, that is Skyscraper. So these are the colors that I ended up keeping. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, if you could give it a thumbs up, that would totally make my day. Again, all of my previous Swatch My Stash videos are in the description box down below in case you missed any of them. And if you could subscribe, that would also totally make my day if I didn't already say that. I hope you guys are doing well, and I will see you guys next week.